February 3rd, regular commission meeting. Today we have our invocation by Pastor Steve Fairley of Summerdale Assembly God Church to do the invocation, as well as Commissioner McKenzie will lead us in the pledge afterwards. Please rise.
I got a couple of scriptures I'm going to read real quick that I think is important for today. Found in the first epistle of Timothy, chapter 2, verses 1 through 3. It says, I exhort thee, therefore, that first of all, supplications, prayers, intercessions, and giving of thanks be made for all men, for kings and for all that are in authority. Listen to this, that we may lead a quiet and peaceable life in all godliness and honor. And then verse 3 says, for this is good and acceptable to God, or of God our Savior. Amen. I think it's probably more important now than it's ever been for us to pray for those that are in leadership in our country. You know, we like to sometimes in our country, more often than not, to complain, gripe, moan, point fingers. And I'm here to tell you today, whether you like them or not, the word doesn't say, if you like them, pray for them. It says to pray for them. And so today I ask you to join as I pray for these men and women that God is placed in authority for a reason. Amen. So Father, today we come before you. God, as we open up this meeting, God, we ask you, first of all, to have mercy upon us, Lord Jesus. That God, that you would forgive us, Lord Jesus, of our sin and our sinfulness, Lord, for not doing what your word has admonished us to do, and that's to lift up those that are in leadership before us and over us and lift them up to you. God, today I ask you, Lord, to be with these men and these women, Lord Jesus. God, as they attempt to lead this country, this county, God, this area, Lord, in a way that's pleasing to you. God, help us, Lord Jesus, to never forget that, God, you've called us to a place of prayer. God, not a place of complaining. And God, today I ask you, Lord, to help us as your people, Lord, to lift them up in prayer every day. God, I ask you to bless this meeting. God, that everything would flow. That, God, the work of this county would be completed in a timely and complete fashion. And God, we thank you and we praise you for this day. Give you glory. Amen. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Thank you, Pastor.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
All right, Commissioners, our first item of business is the adoption of the January 2026 regular meeting minutes.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that we approve the January 2026 regular meeting minutes.
And I'll second it.
Got a motion and a second to approve the January 2026 regular meeting minutes. And if there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. The next up, we have our committee reports where our finance chairman will pay our bills.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion we pay the bills, which was 101 invoices with a total of $8,861,663.04.
Okay, we got that motion.
I'll second.
Got a motion and a second to approve item BA1, which is our payment of bills. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. All right. And the item is BA2.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that we ratify the interim payments as allowed by policy 8.1, with there being 56 invoices in the amount of $4,484,914.52.
And I'll second it.
Got a motion and a second to approve item BA2, which is a ratification of interim payments as allowed by policy 8.1. Any further discussion on that topic? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. All right, next up is our adoption of our consent agenda. Commissioners, remember that during our workshop that we moved item GA1 into our consent.
Mr. Chairman, I would make a motion that we approve our consent agenda as discussed in our work session prior to this meeting, including the item listed under addenda GA1 to be included with the other consent items.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second to adopt our consent agenda. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, motion passes. Next up, I'm going to bring Representative Donna Givens and Mr. Wills up. You don't mind?
Mayor,
Yes,
please
sir.
come forward. It is my honor today to recognize Mayor Bob Wills for his service. This is on behalf of the Baldwin delegation from the state of Alabama House of Representatives, honoring Mayor Robert A. Wills for his legacy of diligent service to the city of Bay Minette. Whereas it is the privilege of this body to recognize citizens whose years of service have guided their communities to renewal and growth, we now here honor Mayor Robert A. Wills of Bay Minette for his more than 50 years of public service in Bay Minette and Baldwin County. And whereas from attorney to school board member to mayor, his service has touched nearly every corner of Bay Minette's civic life, marked by a steady commitment to progress, balanced with a respect for community character. And whereas under his leadership as mayor since 2012, Bay Minette has experienced a period of remarkable progress, including major capital projects, infrastructure upgrades, and successful efforts to recruit new industry and retail. And whereas during his tenure as mayor, several major projects were completed or launched, including recruiting new downtown businesses and revitalizing that historic portion of the city, expansion of North Baldwin Infirmary Hospital, millions of new investment from local industry, and the recruitment of the Novellas Corporation and its state-of-the-art aluminum plant that will represent over $1 billion in economic impact and create over 1,000 jobs in the area. And whereas he has overseen improvements to nearly every public park in the city, including adding playgrounds, pavilions, and volleyball and pickleball courts, a disc golf course, splash pad, and a dog park. And whereas the city has also seen the completion of the Bay Minette Justice Center, new soccer fields, sidewalk improvements, airport upgrades, and the acquisition of 2 new fire trucks during his service, his years in office. And whereas he has built strong and lasting partnerships with the Baldwin County Economic Development Alliance, the North Baldwin Chamber of Commerce, North Baldwin Utilities, the Baldwin County Board of Education, civic groups, and citizens alike, fostering an atmosphere of civic pride, cooperation, and shared purpose. And whereas, prior to his time as mayor, he served 3 terms on the Baldwin County Board of Education, led parent-teacher associations, worked with youth sports, and gave freely of his time as a member of the Bay Minette Rotary Club, as well as serving as a Sunday school teacher and choir member at the First Methodist Church of Bay Minette. And whereas he has balanced his civic commitment with a distinguished professional career as an attorney, having practiced law in Bay Minette since graduating from Emory University of Law School in 1973, following his graduation from Auburn University in 1970 with a degree in economics. And whereas throughout his life, he has been sustained by the love and support of his wife, Betty Lou Mitchell Wills, with whom he has reared 3 children and welcomed 9 grandchildren. And whereas his tenure as mayor has been marked not only by physical improvements and economic growth, but also by an intangible yet vital renewal of civic spirit and community pride in Bay Minette, now therefore, be it resolved that Mayor Robert A. Wills is hereby most highly commended for his many years of service and leadership to the city of Bay Minette, with deep gratitude expressed for his accomplishments and best wishes extended for continued health and happiness in the years to come. Be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be presented to Mayor Wills so that he and his family may know of the esteem and appreciation in which he is held by the people of this state. John Treadwell, Clerk, Montgomery, Alabama. Mayor Wills, I cannot thank you enough for what you mean to this, not just Bay Minette, but this entire county, for your service, dedication, and most of all, for being a great friend. Thank you. It's my pleasure to honor you.
Thank you very much. I hope you won't mind if I call you Donna, since I've known you for so long. One thing I want to make clear, they'll take anybody in the Methodist Church choir, so that's not that great an accomplishment. I've known Donna, Representative Gibbons that is, for many years, and I greatly appreciate you doing this. I'm prouder, though, of the job that she's doing in Montgomery. When she got elected, she hit the ground running, and she's been running hard ever since, doing great things for not only Baldwin, well, her district and certainly this county. She's the kind of person you want to have representing you in Montgomery. She's there to work and get things done. Thank you, Donna, for all you do. Commission, thank you for allowing us to do this morning. I greatly appreciate it. I also want to recognize my longtime friend Tim Russell over there, former mayor of Foley, probate judge. I emulated Tim in the job he did. Great mayor for many years and a great public servant. So again, I thank you for this, and I appreciate it very much. And once again, thank you for allowing us to be here and do this morning.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Hey, Mayor. Thank you, Don. Have a safe trip. All right, next up is item DA1. Bo will be presenting the employees for fourth quarter of 2025.
Good morning.
Morning.
So it's been a great week to be an employee of Baldwin County. Just this past Thursday, we did our employee recognition ceremony where we got to recognize the achievements of 149 of our employees. Then Saturday, we had our Employee Family Fun Day where we had 340 employees and their families attend. We had 2 dogs adopted, and we had 9 chili cook-off teams. And this year's winners for Team Spirit was the custodial department. People's Choice Award went to Jana Murphy at JDC. Third place was Gina Halsey in custodial. Second place was Jana Murphy in JDC. And first place and our first repeat champion is Josh Chazon from Highway Utilities. So I just wanted to make sure, give a shout out to them for their great chili and the fun that we had on Saturday. But now let's talk about Employee of the Quarter. So the Employee of the Quarter is to recognize these outstanding employees and their acknowledgments and accomplishments to Baldwin County Commission and to the citizens as a whole. These awards are nominated by their peers and by citizens. So I would like to ask Renee Halsey from Probate to come up and to present the first award to Jamie Burkett as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on
up, Jamie.
She thought she was going to leave me out here by myself. Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
I'm honored to be here today to highlight Jamie Burkett. She has been in probate for 18 years. Her current role is the full-time lobby clerk for the Foley office. Her nomination comes directly from her supervisors and the entire staff. They write, in this frontline role, she regularly interacts with individuals who may be seeking assistance in getting their transactions processed. She uses her knowledge and experience to offer guidance in the lobby to prevent longer wait times. Jamie consistently maintains patience, professionalism, and a positive attitude, ensuring every visitor feels heard, supported, and guided in the right direction. They go on to reference that as the first face the customer sees, Jamie often has to bear the brunt of the frustration that comes from customers who are visiting the building for the Aaliyah office. Despite this daily challenge, Jamie strives to ensure that she handles each encounter with kindness and care, while doing her best to provide the needed information. I can personally attest that not only does Jamie keep control of the lobby crowds, but she consistently processes anywhere from 60 to 100 transactions a day. Jamie's team expressed a deep appreciation for her and her daily efforts, and I'm proud to be here to acknowledge her.
Speech?
You want to say anything, Jamie?
Hey, I've got something that,
Well, we're going to do a group picture.
someone sent me a message about Jamie and said that if she had not been nominated by another department, she was going to be nominated by their department. And I will tell you who it was. She's probably watching right now and going, oh, Lord. It was Shannon Spivey. And she sent me a message and she said that she saw your name on there and she said that well-deserved, that you do take the brunt and you handle it so well, and how much the call center appreciates you, the county call center, not just your probate call center.
The connection comes in
So-
because when a lead is closed for any reason, Jamie reports that back to Shannon's team.
Exactly.
She keeps everybody
And I just wanted to tell you that I received a message a while ago and said she well deserves this recognition. So thank you, Jamie. Thank you.
Jamie.
Well, I want to say this before we do this, since you, Jamie, when I was with Aaliyah, you are a blessing to the probate office, because you helped out Aaliyah and you helped out the county. So thank you for what you did.
Thank you. Thank y'all.
You want to give?
Also in probate, Mr. Devin Gregus.
Fair Hope. Yes.
That's the most hottest.
Commissioners, this is Devin Gregus. He's in our Fairhope office, and Devin has been with us for just over 2.5 years. Devin's nomination comes from a customer compliment that referenced Devin's great attitude, his ability to maintain his composure. The customer's remarks specifically requested recognition for Devin because they were so impressed. We took a look and counted, and over the last 6 months, Devin has received an additional 6 customer compliments, those via Facebook or email. Reading through those compliments, their comments were, "He treated me like a lifelong neighbor. He is a shining smile behind the glass at window 8. He is customer service oriented and efficient." And the truth is, we couldn't agree more. All of these remarks just backed up the decision to highlight Devin today, and we're very proud to have him as part of our team.
Yes.
Thank you all very much, Commission and citizens of Baldwin County, and I love my job. I'm happy to do it. Serving the community fills a hole in my heart, and I'm happy to be here with y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, at this time, I'd like to ask Mr. Tom Tyler to present the award for Miss Connie Merchant.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
This is probably the simplest task I'm going to accomplish this year, introducing somebody who needs no introduction. Connie Merchant has been with our agency for quite such a long time, but more importantly, she's known so well outside of our agency, and we consistently have to fight off attempts to hire her away from us. But it's not only the Emergency Management Agency serves, it's also the Citizen Service Center, as well as Baldwin County Sheriff's Dispatch. Everybody in our building relies heavily on Connie as our facilities coordinator, and she, without any explanation, she takes control of our building. She is in charge of our facilities, and as far as our agency goes, I say very affectionately, she is the soul of our agency. And I think probably there's many people in this room that would very much agree with that. And I can't tell you how pleased we are to have her and how thankful we are for her each day. And she is also, I'll say this one more time, the conscience of the agency. And, yeah, so I got a little bit of that on the way up here today.
That's right.
But I love a straight shooter who tells me like it is, and Connie's never afraid to do that, because there's not much going on in our building that she hasn't already seen before, and she's just such a treasured asset to our agency, to this county, and a pure shining beacon of what we can aspire to be. So I very much appreciate this opportunity to present her with this award.
Thank you.
Commissioners, for this opportunity, Lord. I want to say one thing. I want to thank my Lord and Jesus Christ. For him, I would not be here. Thank for each and every one of you for allowing me to have this. Thank you.
Thank you.
If Mr. Tucker Stewart can come and present the award for Miss Amanda Brandon.
You're a baby.
Commission, as always, I think I can speak on behalf of all the department heads. We greatly appreciate the opportunity to spotlight the true stars of our departments, and that sometimes these are the unsung heroes. And today we have two from the Highway Department. Amanda will be first, but we'll have another one coming. Our operational support specialists are unsung heroes of every department. These are the ladies that do a phenomenal job of keeping everything going. A lot of times they're tasked with the inevitable job of herding the cats, that is all the guys around them, and especially in our barns. But Amanda does a phenomenal job for us. She is our point person who makes sure that any projects that we need to notify the community about, she is that person that presses out those press releases to get that out to the community so they know what roads are closed because of improvements and infrastructure that we're doing, but also how to get to where they're going. So she's critical to getting, conveying critical information to our community, and we cannot be more proud to have her today. And I know Tucker's her immediate supervisor and who nominated her, and I know he wants to say a few words as well.
Thank you, Commission. Amanda asked me to make this very brief, but I want to commend her. This past year, we had over 30 construction projects going on at one time, a bunch of them with federal funding, which had payrolls, reimbursements to do. Well, it was overwhelming, and she did a terrific job of getting those pushed through. Road closures, I know y'all see a lot of those. Yeah. I mean, for the construction team, she pushes those out and does a great job with that, and I just want to commend her for the work she's done. Yeah.
She's a little shy, but
I want to say thank you too for doing that. You know, putting the road closures out and letting us know that. Thank you, and you know, and to Facebook, thank you again, and all the staff that lets us know what's going on. Thank y'all for doing that.
And I don't think people realize how hard it is dealing with the red tape with federal money, and you know, we need it to get these projects done so we can become more resilient and things like that, but it's not easy, so thank you.
All right, and as Mr. Pete Peterson and Mr. John Lundy can come to present the award for Miss Belinda Ramey.
Good, Pete can come on up.
So I mentioned before, we have two operational support specialists that we're recognizing today. And Belinda, from my standpoint, has been the steady force in the Area 200. with some recent promotions and some new supervisors in roles. She was our steady guiding force that was there before and stayed there and keeps the guys straight and does a phenomenal job, and we could not be more proud of her. And Pete, you and John get the pleasure of working with her every day, and they're the ones who nominated her.
So the last two employee of the quarter meetings, Commissioner McKenzie's messing with me. Why don't you get up here and talk?
I got you now.
So at our maintenance barns, fully staffed, there's 41 employees at each maintenance barn. There's 2 office ladies that is running the entire office operations for 39 guys. They're entering activity sheets every day, correcting a lot of activity sheets, getting POs for dozens of work orders for projects, material, answering calls for citizens, and especially if it rains, the phones never end, sending up tons of follow-up emails to supervisors. Hey, don't forget this, don't forget this. It's extremely important, and Belinda excels at all of that. And since I've moved with Mark at the bank building, sometimes I still call her for stuff that don't have nothing to do with Area 200. And I'll say, Belinda, can you help me with this? And she will. She don't mind, she don't complain. And her attention to detail is probably the best I've ever seen. So if you get an email from Belinda, it's 10 paragraphs. She types up, and I really think she does this, I just haven't seen her do it. She types up, I think, every single word of the conversation she's having with a citizen. Because when she emails it, it's this long. You might as well be in the room with her. So, and she likes to sing. If you come in the office and everybody's gone and
hey, Brittany told me to do that too.
It's echoing through the hall. She loves to sing, and Belinda's just a joy to work with. And yeah. I know John's got a few things he wants to say.
You covered a lot of the stuff I have, but I don't have a lot. But, today we're proud to recognize Belinda as our Employee of the Quarter. Her consistent dedication and positive attitude is and high work quality makes a real difference in our team. We truly appreciate the impact she has had and grateful for her commitment to the team. Belinda has stayed strong in a tough transition period where superior, currently Miss Rhonda, she retired, and so Belinda's continued working solo, not giving it up. I have to recap on the attention to detail that Belinda has on these emails. That's one of the notes in here. If you've never read one of her emails after she spoke with a citizen, whether it be a work order or a complaint or just a praise, and we do get praises sometimes. But she follows up with an email on every single call that she gets in, and the attention to detail is just amazing. And it is great for documentation. So we look back on those quite often as well. So Belinda, we appreciate you on our team. We thank you.
Thanks, Belinda.
You want to sing?
Y'all ever want to sing the national anthem?
I don't actually sing. I'm in my office where nobody is there.
Oh, that's right.
She thinks about it.
Yeah.
Joyful noise.
Brittany told me to.
Thank you. I can't wait to get that concert for you. Thank you. Appreciate it. And last but not least, will Miss Kristen Rawson and Miss Braylee Austin. Come on.
Yeah.
We're not used to being out here, so I have notes just so I don't mess. I'm really so pleased to see Braylee recognized today as Employee of the Quarter. Just so really that everybody can see what we've seen since our first interview. The nomination is a reflection of the professionalism, dedication, and consistently positive attitude that she brings to our department every day. Whether it's going the extra mile to support coworkers, leading Legistar training classes, embracing changes to procedures, which she can tell you there's been quite a few, or approaching every challenge with a helpful spirit. Her work not only contributes to our team's success, but also inspires those around her. So thank you, Braylee, for being such a valuable part of our administration team. We are so proud to celebrate you today, and we look forward to all the great things you're going to continue to accomplish.
Hey, Bo, I think we'll stand up and let everybody get in front of us for the picture.
And I want to say this while we're moving around. Brayley, when I was the chairman last year, Brayley took care of me as a chairman, and the staff did. And I'm very proud of her, what she received. So you well deserved.
I think we'll have some comments.
Yeah, that's right. Where you want us, right here?
We'll just have to be a little bit of a gap between us because he's kind of tall.
And y'all hold your little things open so you can see them. Yeah. Come on, Brayley.
Good job.
So, Commissioners, I'll let the floor be open for y'all. If y'all want to discuss any of these recognitions, feel free to.
Go ahead.
Well, like I mentioned with Jamie, with the Leah, you know, there is an issue when I was with the Leah. Everybody, all the citizens wanted to complain and all that, but I just want to say, Jamie, thank you for what you do and have to put up with the citizens when they complain and fuss and about Aaliyah and about other things, even when I was there, so thank you. And as your commissioner, I'm very proud of you. And the others, Devin, at the Fairhope office, you're a blessing there because I've heard a lot of things. People come to our office and say good things about you, so I'm thankful that you got recognized. Connie, thank you for what you do. I mean, you can't say enough for what you do, Connie. I can't find you, sorry. But what I like about you is you got a smile on it, and every time I see you, you got a smile. So thank you for doing that. Amanda, you can't say enough about her either. Thank you for what you do. I love that the emails that we get, that letting the public know that road closures and everything, so thank you. And Melinda, oh my God. You know, I haven't really got a chance to see you. Where'd she go to? She
slipped out.
But anyway, I just want to tell her thank you. It's an honor to work with her too. You know, she takes care of us. And so that's it. So thank y'all.
Skip.
Thank each and every one of y'all for what y'all have done. You know, y'all do an incredible job within the public, and to be recognized for something like this is very, very, a very good thing. And I thank each and every one of y'all for what you do to help the county be prosperous. Thank you.
Oh, thank each and every one of you. My computer timed out. I don't have the list. I don't want to leave anybody out. But most of you, I think, are still in here. And when we had the Employee Recognition Day the other day, you guys, the employees, are the ones that make this organization what it really is all about. Because we're here to serve the people. And just hearing your supervisors and the people who have nominated you talk about your work ethic and what you do, and to see the glow on some of your faces of how much you love your job. That is, I love that. I'm just, thank you for being you. And I'm accused of being, I know she left, but I'm accused of that detail and stuff too. And it's probably, sometimes it's better to have more than not enough information. And it doesn't go unnoticed. You guys shine, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of stuff has already been said. You know, Jamie for sure at probate and Fairhope. I know it's a mess over there. A lot of people get confused that Aaliyah is not part of the county. It's a state office that the county lets utilize an office space there. So people in our county facility take a lot of heat for stuff that happens in that office when it's not our fault or the county's fault at all. And somebody like Jamie makes it very easy for people to talk to and kind of calms the situation down, and henceforth why she got nominated for an award like this, because she cares and goes outside of her normal scope and just being a human being and helping people out. It's very honorable to have her working for us on our staff over there with the probate, because I know, like Matt said, that it gets chaotic over there. I've gone over there a few times to escape the chaos here, and you get over there, and especially when you have a 16-year-old who's trying to get a driver's license, and it's not so cut and dry, and they act, sometimes you're supposed to know everything before you get there. You wait in line for 30 minutes just to find out, oh, well, forgot this little bit of information, and go back and come back another day. And so it gets heated, and I'm just proud to have people on our staff like Jamie that goes above and beyond the extra mile, and everybody in probate, like Devin that was mentioned, that only been here a year and a half, 2 years or whatever. I mean, you're already picking up on customer service, which is great, because probate is one of our more customer service based organization that deals with a lot of controversy almost every single day with disgruntled citizens of the community. And as long as y'all got the smiling faces and can deal with that, it helps everybody out in the long run. So we appreciate that. Connie, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you finding our way around the EMA building. Is quite difficult your first time in there, and there was a few things I always look for, and there's a bathroom and the food, and Connie could show you those. I mean, she would tell you right away where to go for that stuff, and like Matt said, it's always a great time when you go in there. Connie never does not have a smile on her face, and if she didn't, something's wrong. So, but Connie's always been very welcoming to the commissioners that have been in there, and some of us have spent quite a bit of time in that EMA building when we were dealing with COVID and Hurricane Sally. We lived over there, it seemed. So, Connie, something happened to the mics. Anybody know they're flashing, right? They just went totally off. Well, speak up just real quick for a minute. Can't hear me. Just our mics have gone off for some reason. Can you hear this one? Okay. I'm just making sure the TV, I don't have anybody reporting to me saying they can't hear me, so without this, it won't pick up on TV. But yeah, so Connie, thank you so much. Braley, I appreciate everything. Y'all try to keep me straight, but I won't listen, so appreciate it. Hard-headed sometimes, but y'all are such a pleasant and joy to work with, and just anytime you see our administration staff recognized, they put this whole piece of paper together. It only looks like there's a few things on here, but behind here, there's thousands of different things that has to be uploaded in the system, and they're really the kind of the brains behind this whole operation and keep us going. So thank you, Braley and Kristen, for recognizing her. I'm not worried about that right now, so probably a good thing they tore up. Who else we got? I'm missing Amanda, absolutely. Just great job with Amanda and Belinda. Y'all are dealing with the highway department, again, a department that does not get the most kindest reviews. There's always something that the public perceives that we're doing wrong when we're out there doing the best we can with our road projects and stuff. Road closures are going to happen when infrastructure improvements are happening. So we appreciate the public being patient with some of our delays and detours and all that good stuff. It just goes to show you when you have good people in the right place that can reply back, especially to the staff with detailed emails on what's going on. That's a good record to have. So thank you so much for all that you do. And Commissioner Underwood alluded to the ceremony that we had the other day in Robertsdale. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Bo, it was like 890 years. We did pin services for the total amount of years that people worked. We gave some 30-year pins out, 25-year pins out, 10-year pins out, 15, however it works. And those people that were in that building, the total years of service to the county was 890 years combined. So it was quite a presentation. So thank you, Bo, for what you and your team do in human resources. We really appreciate that. All right, so we're moving on now to the big presentation we got here with our 250-year proclamation that we're going to do. I'll ask Judge Russell and everybody that's involved in the 250 proclamation to please step forward to our podium.
Who wants to hold the proclamation? Because I'm going to read it. All right, Mike. Okay, thank you. All of you guys? You too? You in it? Ooh.
I don't know if they need this. Hey, Billy Joe, I don't know if you need this.
250 for the 250.
This one's working. This one's working. Thank you, guys. Okay. Well, y'all just come on up and let's gather around. And before I say this, I want to tell you how excited I am about the America's 250. And I don't think any of you were here during our work session. Was anybody here during our work session? I saw y'all walking in afterwards. So the commission is trying to do a few things, and one of the things is we're going to fly American 250 official flag with that pretty ribbon look. You know, the 250 looks like ribbon. It's really cool. It's the official thing. We're going to get flags to fly on our flagpoles in front of our buildings. I think that's really cool. And we're doing a poster contest in the elementary schools. That was rolled out yesterday, I believe, throughout the county for fifth graders. So just trying to bring in some awareness and things like that. So not to take away from all you guys are doing, but just let you know that we're on board too, okay? All right, so this is a proclamation. It says, proclaiming support for local organizations celebrating America's 250th birthday and designating the year 2026 as America 250 Celebration and Historical Heritage Recognition Period in Baldwin County, Alabama. Whereas the Baldwin County Historical Society, the Daughters of the American Revolution, the Sons of the American Revolution, and the Baldwin County Genealogical Society are among several organizations that play a vital role in preserving, educating, and sharing the rich history and founding principles of the United States and Baldwin County. And whereas these organizations are actively supporting and promoting the commemoration of America's 250th birthday by fostering civic pride, historical awareness, and community engagement. And whereas the Baldwin County Commission recognizes the importance of honoring America's past while educating future generations through collaborative events, programs, and public outreach, now therefore be it proclaimed by the Baldwin County Commission in regular session assembled that the year 2026 is hereby designated as America's 250th Celebration and Historical Heritage Recognition Period in Baldwin County, Alabama. Be it further proclaimed that the Baldwin County Commission formally recognizes and supports local organizations celebrating America's 250th birthday and encourages continued collaboration and educational and historical initiatives. Thank you. Mike, I know you're good at talking for everybody, and I'm sure
good at talking for everybody.
You are good at it.
Thank you. We just want to say how much we appreciate the support of this effort. You've seen me and several other organizations before you talking about our county heritage before, and our county has an incredible history that we should all be proud of, and it tracks along with American history. We've got a role to play in every era, famously going all the way back to the American Revolution. We've played a role in that and played a role in every part of American history all the way to today, and we have a lot to look forward to in the future that's built upon that past. It's a lot of fun for all of us to live in a place that has this much history when we care about all that. It's even more fun to know that we're living in a place that cares about it and wants to learn about it. And that's what this is all about. And we're going to do the best that we can to help create some unique events that draw attention to it, to partner, collaborate with organizations across the county that want to join in that celebration. So thank you very much for your support of this effort.
Hey, Mike, while you're up there, will you tell a little bit, the public maybe that have never heard from you before, a little bit about what you do and what they might like to go see that you represent?
For the 250th celebration?
I'm just saying, just promote your park.
Promote Blakely, I'll be glad to.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
How much time do we have?
Not a boat tour time,
Yeah.
but just
Historic Blakely State Park, 2,000-acre park, one of the largest National Register sites in the eastern United States. We've got camping, we've got all kinds of recreational opportunities. We have programs all the time. We also have a boat that runs throughout the Delta. We've got 40 different cruises that we run 12 months out of the year. The claim to fame that is relevant to what we're talking about today is that we're the site of the largest Civil War battle in Alabama, a pivotal battle that played the direct role in the fall of Mobile during the Civil War, and we are just a few miles away from where the large Revolutionary War clash that occurred in Baldwin County took place, and we reenacted that as one of our 250th events in last month in January. So we've got a lot of history that spans back all the way to Native American and prehistory and colonial times, so we've got layers of history, and I appreciate the opportunity to let me tell folks about it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mike.
I'll be brief. I would like to recognize the SAR. If you'd raise your hands, so you'll see those representing the SAR. Also the daughters. We have several wonderful daughters here. The Baldwin County Historical Society and the Baldwin County Geological Society. So thank you for your, we even brought a soldier who survived. Miracles happen. So these are the kind of miracles we hope to display when we do some of our big events. So we're proud of our county commission. We're proud of the fact that Baldwin County, in my opinion, is the best county of all 3,519 counties in America and has such a great heritage supporting this great country. And there are many families here that go back, including mine, to the early 1600s. Or some other 1600 families? Yes. Now, not in Baldwin County, but to form, that's what we're all about, is celebrating the greatest country in the world. Does anybody in here want to argue with me that we're not the greatest country in the world? Okay, thank you. But we appreciate all you're doing and appreciate all the committee members for what they're doing. And Mike, do we have anything else? We will have a short meeting afterwards, right? Sherrod, you've got a room for us afterwards. But do you have any commissioners have any questions for us?
No, sir, Judge Russell. We just thank you all for taking the initiative to make this a very important event for Baldwin County. And like Mike said, that we have such a rich history here, and we're going to do our part and try to start putting out some logos and stuff recognizing our 250-year celebration as well. So we want to be on board with y'all and what y'all do. And if you have anything that has 250 on it or pins or something like that, get it to us so we can wear them and promote the celebration, because it is a monumental event. And I appreciate this group here. I appreciate what y'all are doing to take over and make this a great opportunity for the citizens of Baldwin County and probably for more areas just to tune in, because everybody knows how rich of history we have here throughout this whole state and the rest of the southeast of the country. So just keep us up to date on all your events that y'all are having, and we'll make sure that we can attend whatever we can attend. So if y'all do any more reenactments, I could play a role or something. So.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, give me a gun.
Commissioner
Gruber, do you want to?
I would like to recognize the veterans that are here, because we have MOA, Military Officers Association of America, any other veterans group that specifically. I would like to remind you all, we have 20,000 plus veterans that live in this county that have offered their lives to save and build this country. So it's all about including all of this history. If we missed anybody, we have such great people.
Judge Russell, I'm gonna let our two.
I'd like to get a picture. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna let our two veterans up here, that if they want to say anything about the group, I'm gonna let them talk as well.
I just want to say thank you, like Commissioner Ball said, thank you for doing this and putting the committees together and recognizing America. 250 is something, and we got to do it, so thank y'all for doing it. We all support you, like Commissioner Ball said, we support you here.
I'd just like also to say thank y'all so very much for, recognizing, 250 years is a long time. And, to recognize, where we came from, and to all the people that have sacrificed and, gave so much for their lives, and to make this country what it is today is very important. Thank y'all.
Thank y'all. Well, let's get the picture.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Yes, sir.
We're very proud of all of your patriotism.
Yes, sir.
And all your public service.
Where do we want to get the picture?
You guys all come up here and we can stand behind you guys.
Some of us men do that.
You kneel down, you might not get up. I know I won't be able
Tippy toes. Thank y'all very much. Thank you.
No, thank you, Judge. Good seeing you. Good seeing you. Yeah, no. Good. Hey, give Brian a hard time while you're there.
All right, we're going to let the 250-year guys get out of the room, and then we'll resume our regular meeting.
Did you vote on this? It was all signed in that thing again. I don't know.
Okay, so next up, Commissioners, we have a presentation by a coroner. We go from a great presentation to not such a great presentation. So,
Well, Dr. Pierce does a good job, right?
Maybe he just meant the topic, not the presentation.
Oh,
okay.
Well, thank y'all for having me today. I woke up this morning as I was preparing to come talk with y'all, and I realized it's my mother's birthday. So happy birthday, Mom.
Absolutely.
Give her a shout out on TV.
Happy birthday.
Good opportunity.
And you woke up this morning.
Hey, anytime it's, the bad jokes, better to be seen than viewed. So I'm glad to see everyone here today. So appreciate y'all. And before we get started with this, and we'll go through it rather rapidly, just a quick statement. Over the past several years, the coroner's offices really went through a transformation from a single coroner operation to more of a agency model. It's allowed us to establish command staff, full-time death investigators, and part-time deputies that help cover after-hours calls, as well as give us standby coverage for times of heavy caseload. So we maintain certifications in death investigation and provide oversight. So no one person ever works a death. It's always looked at by more than one from our office, including our law enforcement and prosecutors. So what I'm going to show you today is just the trends that we had in 2025. Going back, this is also my 9th time I've given an annual report. When we became accredited, we started doing annual reports for the commission, and this is my 9th annual report, going back to 2018. So this past year, of course, Baldwin County background, over 2,000 square miles. We had approximately 265,000 residents in 25, and about 7.5 million tourists visited our county. According to vital statistics, 2,463 people passed away within the borders of Baldwin County last year. Of those, 1,811 were reported through our office. 1,100 of those were hospice cases. Of the other 711, 69 of them were deemed to be non-coroner. That means we were able to look at the case and push it back to the physician of record. 642, however, required additional information. So that would either be a medical record review, external exam and toxicology, or referral to the Department of Forensic Science for a full postmortem exam. Administratively, we signed 1,521 cremation permits. Cremation permits has to be issued before any body can be destroyed in the state of Alabama. And we also certified 636 death certificates. And our average time to complete those death certificates was 11.8 days. This is some boring information, but that's what our accreditation board wants. More of the juicy stuff. Drug overdoses are trending downward, finally after 5 years. Population growth is still countywide, and we realized more cases than we've ever worked at 711 calls for service through our office. We are an accredited office since March of 21. We've seen a 94% increase in caseload in the past 10 years, in the past decade. And since I've been coroner since 2019, we've had a 69% increase in caseload volume. We do now have a blended staff of 4 full-time and 4 part-time investigators, as well as 2 full-time administrative assistants that help us do the work. And all of our lead investigators are certified by the American Board of Medical Legal Death Investigation. We talked about command staff. Of course, I'm an elected official. I have 2 other people when we moved. Of course, Troy Dice, he's in charge of operations. He oversees all investigations and how we follow our protocols and set up our standards. Brandy Bird, she's our executive assistant. She's over administration. She makes sure we get all our PIA, all our stuff for the county done properly, all death certificates are recorded appropriately, and cremation permits are sent in. Our full-time death investigators are Greg Schnupp and Claire Arnold. They're there every day from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., sitting in the office, manning the office for calls that come in to serve the citizens. Our administrative staff, they're their normal business hours. Shanna Bonner, she's the warm, comforting voice. If you get us during the daytime, that she's the first one you'll talk to. She will receive your information and then pass it along to the appropriate individual. Ashley Tackla, she's been in our office a little over a year. She takes care of our lab tech. She runs our toxicology and keeps track of our inventory and the back of the shop in the morgue. And these are the deputy coroners. All 4 of these individuals have other professions full-time, and they help us out at night, on nights and weekends for call. Leslie Bishop, she's with Pardons and Parole. The other 3 gentlemen are all with fire service. Nick Miller's in Mobile Fire, Jacob Von Blake is down at Orange Beach Fire, and Tim Cooper's with Spanish Fort Fire. These are the folks that really make it all happen and help make sure we can take care of citizens. And one of their most difficult days, no one wakes up wanting to speak to the coroner. That is not on anybody's agenda for the day, but they make it work. This past year, the breakdown of our cases, 573 of these were medical. And when we say medical, you say, well, why are you involved? Well, any unattended, unexpected death is called into the coroner's office. Unnatural deaths, gunshot wounds, we were 45, 36 overdose deaths, 34 blunt force trauma deaths, 8 drownings, 7 hangings, and the others kind of go down. So those are the breakdown of our types of death. The manner of death follows sort of the same suit. Naturally, we had 566, accidentally 82, 47 suicides, 11 homicides, and 5 were ruled undetermined. Okay, of course, our caseload follows our population. If you can look back across that, you can see since 2019, we went from 479 cases to 711 this past year. Gender and race, this is males still die at a rate of 2 to 1 to females. So 64% of our cases were male. And oddly enough, not oddly enough, the race death rate follows our population base in the county. 86% of our cases were Caucasian, and 85% of our population in Baldwin County is Caucasian. It kind of follows along the same trends. Age and genders, again, we're pretty even at the early years and the late years, but in the middle, the men really win the cake there. We die at a higher rate than females from our 20s to our 80s. Transportation fatalities. This is, we had 24 motor vehicle fatalities. 15 of those were automobiles. I believe, I can't quite read it, 7 I believe were either motorcycles or ATVs. We had a pedestrian and a bicycle. The biggest takeaway from this information is that 62% of all those did involve drugs and alcohol. Drugs and alcohol increase your rate of fatality with any kind of incident. Blunt force trauma deaths, we did have 34. I guess 24 of those were motor vehicle related. 6 were due to falls and 4 were due to assaults. We work these cases in a different manner according to our standards and accreditation, so we do not miss anything on blunt force trauma. So we do have certain protocols for different types of events. Number of suicides, as you can see, we had 47, and that's going back to 2019. It's fairly flat. I'm a half full guy, so what I take away, we've had a great increase in the number of caseload, but our suicides have remained relatively level. So the percentage is lower than it used to be. Methods of suicide, again, gunshot wounds are the primary, followed by hanging, overdose, and I think it's fall from a height. Autopsy statistics. This is an area where I think we can really see a bright sign. We referred 142 cases to the Alabama Department of Forensics for autopsy. That's down significantly from the previous year, mainly due to our toxicology testing. When we sent them over there, 56 required full post-mortem exams, 12 involved just limited exams, and 71 were resolved for only external examinations by our pathologist to get their opinion. The benefits of Randoc's drug testing, and those are our caseloads, even though we had more cases, we referred less for autopsy. Statistically, it should be the other way around. We were able to reduce that by 43% because we could do the surveillance of the drugs, send them directly to Hoover without burdening our Department of Forensics with that autopsy. It also saved us approximately $500 a case on transport. So that's about $20,000 in savings, just not having to transport to Mobile and back. Also, it took 43 cases off of the pathologists that are only allowed to do 250 of those a year. So we have a shortage in Alabama, across the country, of pathologists. So anything we can do to be a good partner to our Department of Forensics in Alabama, we want to do that. So 711 cases for service, 642 are all we worked. We took custody of 419 bodies. 278 of those we housed for extended periods of time due to either them being from out of state or from extended medical reviews. That's if we kept them more than 3 days. 142, of course, were sent for autopsy, and we responded to 197 death scenes for investigation. We work with the Council on Aging in the county here with 21 county cremations. Those were either indigents or unclaimed or abandoned bodies. We assisted a Legacy of Hope or donation with 98 tissue donations, and 69, reporting of the 711 were non-residents. They were visitors or tourists to our area. The overdose deaths seem to be taking, over the last 5 years have been at the highlight. We did reduce, but 48% of those deaths were still due to fentanyl. Fentanyl is still around. The ability of users to have Narcan available readily, I think has reduced our overdose fatalities a good bit, but fentanyl is still on the scene. You can also tell here, this is by month, it's a little bit worse in the summertime as we have more visitors in our area. And this was the breakdown over the past 7 years, 8 years. The age groups, really fentanyl knows no age group. It covers almost all of those. 19 and under, not so much. 40 to 50, even some over 60 years old. Case number by agency, the coroner's office worked 190 cases on its own with no law enforcement involved. We work with 17 different agencies. I believe that's the most of any county in the state when we work with so many different departments. Homicides stayed the same this year. We had 11 homicides. We're very fortunate to have great law enforcement in Baldwin County, and our homicide rate is always the envy of the rest of the state because we don't have very many. The type of homicide deaths predominantly are gunshot wounds, blunt force trauma, or the other types of homicides we had this past year. And that's about it. Any questions?
I don't have any questions, Doc, but we appreciate your service to our county and all the stuff that you and your team do. I know it's not an easy job, so I'll pass this to Matt if he wants to say something.
No, I don't have anything to say, Doc. Just thank you for what you're doing and presenting this to us, every year. So thank you.
Yes, sir.
I got one. Thank you, Dr. Pierce. Your office does a phenomenal job, and the commission has been very supportive. I think in 2018, your budget was a little over $200,000, and it's sitting at 1.1 plus right now. And so we're doing our part to give you what you need to do a good job in your office.
Yep, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
I'm sure you're the envy of most coroners in the state as far as what you're giving to your people. Is that correct?
That's right, and
nobody comes near that, do they?
The people do. No, and then I sit as chairman on the Alabama Coroners Training Commission as well, and we have several counties that do no training.
No,
they are really a body pickup service, and the citizens do not get the answers they need.
When you and I were elected the same year, I believe you guys were still paying deputy coroners $1,000 a month, and they weren't even employees, and there was a lot of risk associated with all that. So I thank you for picking up the torch and doing a good job. And that's kind of the thing with we as elected officials. We don't make nearly as what our staff makes, and that's really important. But I just didn't want you to think that we don't support your office. So.
Okay. Yeah, I know financially you take care of the employees, okay. That's for sure.
All right. We don't make the law. Thanks.
Well, thank you so very much for all you do for the coroner's office and your staff. Getting closure to a lot of deaths, and that's the main thing, is getting closure to these deaths that happen. So, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you all.
All right, so one thing that we got to do, we need to go back and make a motion on the proclamation for the 250. Can I get that motion?
I'll make it. I'll second it.
Got a motion by Commissioner Kennedy, second by Commissioner Wood, to adopt the proclamation. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. All right, so our last item on our agenda is GA2. Roger, you want to take us through this one? I'm sorry. Yeah. Next item on the agenda is item GA2. I'm going to let our county administrator read a resolution.
Yes, sir. What you have presented for you is a resolution to just make, essentially the county's commission's stance very clear on some, I guess, misinformation that's out there. This resolution is Resolution 2026-52 of the Baldwin County Commission regarding the desire of the Baldwin County Commission for Red Hill landfill to remain permanently closed. Whereas the Baldwin County Commission was issued permit 0202 on May 1st, 1982 to operate a sanitary landfill known as the Red Hill Sanitary Landfill. And whereas in April 1996, the Red Hill Sanitary Landfill was closed and ADEM issued a post-closure notice of inspection report on the Red Hill Sanitary Landfill. And whereas in 2023, the Baldwin County Commission received a permit application and proposal to reopen the Red Hill land for a construction and demolition C&D disposal, along with a proposal to locate a transfer station adjacent to the Red Hill landfill. And whereas after public hearings were held and community input was received, the Baldwin County County Commission unanimously voted to withdraw the permit application. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Baldwin County Commission in regular session assembled that the Baldwin County Commission hereby staunchly opposes any future effort or attempt to reopen the Red Hill landfill and desires that the Red Hill landfill remain permanently closed. Done this under the seal of Baldwin County, Alabama, as affixed on the 3rd day of February 2026.
All right, Commission, you heard the resolution.
I'll make a motion that we pass this.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to adopt this resolution 2026/52, the desire of the Baldwin County Commission for Red Hill landfill to remain permanently closed. Any further discussion? Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay. All right, so is there anybody from the press here that wishes to speak? So we don't have a public hearing right now. I mean, we don't have public comments during this meeting, but what would you like to say?
I spoke to the commission back in November about trying to get signage placed.
Yes, sir. Would you please just come right up here to the microphone? That way we can hear you.
Dan Armstrong. I spoke to the commission back in November about trying to get signage on I-10 commemorating the battles here in Baldwin County and Mobile County. And what I want the commission to do, I just want a letter of support that when I submit this stuff to the highway director, I'll have your support. And all I'm asking for is a letter. I'm not worried about funding. If it gets down to an issue of funding, we will raise the money. So if you could do that, if you're agreeable, let me know who to contact, and I'll contact them and work with them on getting this letter, because I'm compiling a whole group of letters to submit at the present.
Yes, sir. I don't think that will be a problem.
That's not a problem.
We'll get it to the right people and get back with you.
Who should I call back to speak with about this?
Administration office to get it started, or?
But if you
want Frank?
If you give them your information now before you leave,
Right.
then they can get in touch. Or maybe Anu that's right behind you, right there, that you spoke to during the meeting a while ago.
Okay, yes,
You're
sir.
welcome. Have a great day.
Anybody else that wants to say anything? Okay. Commissioner comments? I'll start with Commissioner Gruber.
I want to thank the staff and everyone for getting everything put together for this meeting today. And I want to apologize for, I was not able to make the employees pinning ceremony the other day. I came down with the flu, and I really missed that though, but that was something I really wanted to be there for. But it's great, that we have such great employees working for the county. So thank y'all, each and every one of y'all.
My next.
Yes.
I want to apologize if I did anything to these microphones. I didn't mean to, because I just moved it over a little bit because it was all cattywampus, but it started flashing after I touched it. So
We'll send you the bill.
if I did it, I'm sorry, but that's the thing with technology.
That's right.
You never know when it's going to fail you.
That's right.
But I just want to thank everybody again, as we always do, but out of the sincerity of my heart, just seeing these employees and how much they love their job and serving the citizens. But something that I found out last night, and I wanted to send my condolences to the Kaiser family in Alberta. One of my really good friends from high school, we played basketball together. I found out that her younger sister, who's just about 5 years younger than she and I, passed away with cancer. I've not seen her sister in a long time, but it just, I don't know, it just kind of just hit me that how, in a world where, there's so much going on, there's so much noise, there's so much division, I would say, that moments like that remind me how important it is to show grace and kindness to one another. I I hope we can remember what truly matters in this world and not always be listening to my sister-in-law, Faith. I hope she don't watch this, but she always used to tell her children, that's not necessary. And there's so many things that we get ourselves caught up in that are just, as Faith would always tell her children, it's not necessary. And I just want to say that, there are things that happen to people that they didn't cause. Even in the Bible, the man that was blind, he didn't cause it. Jesus even said that. So there are going to be things, that was for his glory to heal him. I'm not here to preach a sermon. I'm just here to say that try to show grace and kindness in this world when there are people out there that are hurting. We just had our coroner talk about the deaths that we have in this county. I'm sure some of those deaths were situations like I'm talking about right now. But my condolences and prayers go out to this family. And I remember playing basketball in Foley High School, and my friend Mary Ann, it's her sister Jenny, it just broke my heart when I found out Jenny passed away. And so I just want to remind everybody to show some grace and kindness. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you to the employees of the quarter for the fourth quarter of 2025. So thank you for what you do for the Baldwin County and the citizens. And the staff here, thank y'all for putting this together. Roger, I got a question, if you don't mind. Is there any reason, can we add archives to that 250th? Why are they not part of that group? Or can they be part of that? To get with them to see if they can be part of it? I know somebody's.
Have they been?
They have been
involved.
Okay,
in some
because
aspects.
didn't see them up here, and I was just curious.
Well,
All right,
Miss Felicia's been
been out of pocket.
But yeah, she has been involved because the placards we're doing for the two locations, I know she is involved with that. So I know they're involved. They're just not on the lead for it.
Thank you, Roger.
But yeah, just make sure that for future meetings and references that department is included in the most historical time of our state and county. So they are the archives department. So make sure that they are part of this. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
So you've already said a lot of things. We had Employee Quarter of the Year Awards, Employee Recognition Ceremony last week, Family Day over the weekend. What a great morale booster for all the employees that are involved. We love being able to do this kind of stuff, and it's an amazing time to be able to share with our employees, and it's humbling to see the experience that was shared at that pinning ceremony. I made it this year, and it was just a great time to be with everybody and see everybody there, and that it's accepting their progress pins. And for the most part, like Commissioner Underwood said, just this is a time in our lives is if you can turn away from the news and the TV and focus on other things, and be nice to people, be kind to people around here in such a dark time in this country's life right now, that places like Baldwin County is a great place where we show the light and show the happiness here, and it's a very welcoming community. So I appreciate being able to sit up here and work with my colleagues. It's always an honor and privilege to work with them. We don't ever thank each other enough for the relationship that we have up here, because we just come to work, and I think it's a good thing to every now and then thank each other for being able to work alongside, because we have a very difficult job when it looks so easy from the outside. But what we do is tough, it's hard, and sometimes if you go out and look at my picture from 2018, I definitely don't look like that anymore. I go by and gaze at it every now and then, asking, who's that guy hanging on the wall? But that was the self of before I became a county commissioner, and I feel like I've gained a few gray hairs since then. So it is a lot of stress. So before we adjourn the meeting today, I do want to allow our highway engineer to show an end of the year video presentation. and then we'll wrap up.
You're right. Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Frank, and whoever put that together. And just there again, we're a small part of making that stuff happen. All the staff that is recognized is in charge of every one of those projects and making sure they get done right. Whatever's going on, we just vote to do it. So we appreciate that. Commissioners, do y'all have anything else you want to add before we adjourn the meeting?
I do.
Okay.
I was a little emotional when I was talking about my comments a while ago, but I wanted to say something about America's 250. You know, 250 years is such an amazing country that we are. We may have problems, but you're going to always have some issues. But there has been empires and regimes and countries who've not even lasted that long over history. Look at all the great empires that have been out there in history when you study it. And America at 250 is amazing. And so please don't overlook this. We need to show our American pride. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with having that with this country. And so I'm just encouraging everybody to not overlook America's 250. It's amazing. Thank you.
All right. I tell you this, the microphones are off and still flashing, and I'm going to adjourn the meeting today at 11:25. Commissioners, we have before us our consent agenda that we put together in our work session.